guys, welcome to Dusty Toys. In this video I've decided to compile a list of my top 10 favourite games of all time and share them with you all, so let's get straight into it. Mario Kart is one of my favourite video game series of all time. I love racing games and Mario Kart is definitely the best of the best when it comes to racing games. But I do have a clear favourite. At number 10 we have Mario Kart Double Dash. This is the first Mario Kart I ever got. I got it for my GameCube. It was the first game I bought for my GameCube, and I've spent hours on this game, playing it with my brother, playing it with friends. It's a really good game. It may not have as many tracks as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or as good as controls as some of the later games, but I sort of enjoy the floaty controls of this game, and the drifting especially is quite challenging to understand. But just the fact that there's two characters on one kart, and it just opens up a lot more possibilities for multiplayer as well. I remember focusing on driving whilst my brother would throw items on the back of the cart. This game was also the first game and one of the only games to introduce special items, so each pair of characters has its own special item. For example, Mario and Luigi have fireballs, and Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong both have a giant banana. The track selection in this game is pretty good, but it can definitely get pretty challenging on especially the last cup, and I haven't been able to complete any of the cups on 150cc yet. So yeah, I really enjoy this game, but there is one racing game that is just a little bit better than this. Coming out number 9 is James Bond Agent Under Fire. I really enjoy this game. It is one of the few games that doesn't have a Bond from the films as its main protagonist, or and it's one of the few with an original story as well. I really enjoy this game. It's really good first-person shooters. I'm not a huge fan of first-person shooters. I prefer it when it's a part of the game instead of the main point of the game to just shoot and kill people. I much prefer games like James Bond, where you have to do different missions and complete things. I don't like just mindless killing. It's not very interesting to me. But this game has gadgets, and there's a lot of different ways you can complete levels. Really good levels as well. It feels like a James Bond movie at points as well. But one of my favourite things about this is the multiplayer. The bot, me and my brother play together, and we work together to kill this one bot. We go on to this one map with rooftops, and we use the grappling hook to try and get on top of the roofs and try and shoot down to kill one bot, and it is really difficult. The bot for some reason is way overpowered. But yeah, it is a really good game, and I have a lot of memories playing the multiplayer in this game. If you remembered, in number 10 mine was Mario Kart Double Dash, but I said at the end that there was one racing game that was just a little bit better. And coming in at number 8 is that game, F-Zero X. I got this game a couple of weeks ago for my birthday on my Nintendo 64, which I also got for my birthday. A friend gave this to me, and it's such a good game. It's got really good controls, but it can get quite challenging as well. The music in this game is really good. I love the F-Zero music. If you don't know, the F-Zero music, Mute City, Big Blue music, sorry, is the music I use for my intro. It's got really good tracks. It's a fast-paced, futuristic racer, and it doesn't have items or anything, but you're going at really high speed, and there's a load of different characters you can pick from, and the tracks can be really quite difficult at points. So yeah, this is just a really good game. If you have a Nintendo 64, I definitely recommend picking this one up. I love the original on the SNES, but this one is just so much better. Coming in at number 7 is Tetris. Here I have Tetris plus Dr. Mario, because I thought why not use this, but it's mainly Tetris. There's something just addicting about Tetris. It's one of the few games that I will forever be addicted to. There's really not much to say about it. It's Tetris. I don't know why I enjoy this game. My dad had it on the Game Boy, and he really enjoyed it. But yeah, there's really not much to say about it. It's just getting, you know, a better score each time and just progressing and getting better at the game. That's what I really enjoy about it. Dr. Mario as well, I guess I'll talk about that. I don't like it as much as Tetris, but it's an alright puzzle game. The multiplayer on this as well is really fun. I always challenge my friends again in Tetris because I know I'll beat them. So no one really plays it with me because I beat them. But also, I enjoy playing it with my dad, but he always beats me in Tetris. But yeah, overall, really, really good game. I enjoy this. It's the only SNES game I have on this list. I'm not sure why, but yeah, Tetris is just a really good game. Coming in at number 6 is my only 2D game on my list. Donkey Kong Country Returns, specifically the one on the 3DS. I do have it on the Wii, but I prefer the 3DS version for its controls. This is just such a good 2D platformer. It can be really quite challenging at points, and I love the fact that sometimes you have to complete puzzles to progress instead of just platforming. The bosses in this game as well are really fun, but it can be a bit annoying at times when you get to the third phase, die, and go all the way back to the first phase. It doesn't look as good on the 3DS, obviously. It's a lot more pixelated on the 3DS, and for me, the 3D just doesn't work in this game. But yeah, it's really good. It's just such a good platform. It's got really good controls. Everything seems just so perfect. Like, all the platforms are in the perfect place for you to get onto them. There's a lot of movements you can do, but specifically the 3DS version, I prefer over the Wii version because it doesn't use motion controls in this one. It's all button controls. So yeah, I definitely recommend get this game on the Wii, 3DS, and now even the Switch. Speaking of the Switches, it's the first Switch game on this list. At number 5, Super Mario Odyssey. This is just a really, really good game. I mean, it's got a really cool idea that if you throw your hat, you can at an enemy, you can take capture of that enemy or like possess it and use its abilities to solve puzzles. The movement in this game is so good. I think only one game has better movement than this. I love just running around different worlds and just doing moves because it's fun. I have to say, I'm not a massive fan of the amount of moons there are in this game. There's 999 moons instead of the usual 120. The problem I have with that is sometimes they're just there. You don't have to complete anything, you just have to ground pound a bump on the floor and it appears. I don't really like that. I'd much rather like missions to get this to get a moon or something. Don't get me wrong, there are missions in this game, but there just aren't as many as I'd like there to be. I've spent about 35 hours on this game and I think I'm about 650 moons in. But yeah, I really, really enjoy this game. My favourite world has to be the Mushroom Kingdom because that's where you get the Super Mario 64 outfit. So yeah, this is one of the best Mario games of all time. I think only one Mario game is better than this. Coming in at number 4, it's that Mario game, Super Mario 64. I wasn't too sure if I preferred this game or Mario Odyssey. I played this game originally on the DS, and for a time I thought, yeah, I don't really like this game, I think Mario Odyssey is better, but I think that was down to because I played it on the DS. The controls on the DS version are not as good, but when I got it for the N64 and started playing it, I don't know, I loved it so much. I'm about 60 stars in, and the controls are so much better with an analog stick, and I think I prefer the movement in this game over Super Mario Odyssey. Also, there are only 120 stars in this game, which means each star has a puzzle to it. They're normally not just there, except for a few specific puzzles. There's, I think, 15 worlds to explore. This is the first 3D Mario game ever, which means there are some unfair points in the game. I can't think of any right now, but there are some, and there are a lot of glitches in this game, seeing as it is like the first true 3D platformer ever. It was definitely the pioneer of 3D platformers. You know, the speedrunning scene for this game is just crazy. Some of the things you can do. So yeah, I love this game. I haven't played it on the N64 I've only played it for about 2 weeks. But as I said, I've got 60 stars, and I'm gonna 100% this game again. And it's just a really, really good game. Now, before I get into my top 3 games, I'm just going to quickly go over 5 honourable mentions. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I got this for my birthday as well. I haven't played much of it yet. I've only got to the Forgotten Temple in Kokiri Forest after you get the Master Sword. I'm enjoying it, but after people said this is the best Zelda game ever, I went in with really high expectations, which I think has brought this game down for me, because I don't think it is the greatest Zelda game ever, and that has caused me, thinking it is, has caused me to like it less. So I don't really have much motivation to play this game, but I think it will become one of my favourite games once I finish it and really, really try and get into it. So yeah, good game, but I haven't played much of it yet. Lilac Wars, or Star Fox 64, is the sequel to Star Wing, or Star Fox, on the Super Nintendo, and I love that game. This game is like Star Wing on the SNES, but 100 times better. It's got better graphics, better controls, just overall it's just better. I haven't played much of it again, which is why it's in the honourable mentions, because I don't really have a proper opinion on it yet, but it's just a really, really fun space game. I really enjoy the mechanic of being able to complete a mission or accomplish it, and depending on which one you do, it puts you on a different path and a whole nother story. It's a bit like a choose your own adventure book. But yeah, this game, as I said, I love the SNES version, which is why I got this game, but I really didn't expect to enjoy this game as much as I did. Next, a bit of an odd one, again on the GameCube, Spider-Man 2. This is my first open world game ever, apart from Minecraft. And yeah, it's strange. This is a really good movie tie-in. The movie aspects of this game aren't great, but the original parts that Treyarch did with like Shocker, they're all like really strong parts, and this is the game that pioneered swinging in Spider-Man games that would go on to inspire the Insomniac Spider-Man games. So yeah, it's a really good physics-based swinging. Graphically, it doesn't maybe hold up as well, but I think it looks good, and sometimes I just put it into my GameCube and play for a while just to explore New York. Next on the 3DS, Luigi's Mansion 2. I could have put Luigi's Mansion 1 here, but I haven't really played much of that game. This game is just a really fun game. I got this for my birthday 4 years ago now. And I've been playing it every October since. People, like, I think this is a really underrated game. People say it's not very good, and I think because I played this before I played the original, I enjoy this more. People complain about the graphics in this game and the mission-based system, and going to different mansions instead of just staying at one. But I actually really enjoy that about this game. And the controls, I actually don't mind using the 3DS's gyro to aim. And finally, for the honourable mentions, No Man's Sky for the Switch. This is another big open world game, and it is just crazy that they crammed this game onto the Switch. If you don't know, this is a procedurally generated game, but each planet is a different procedurally generated planet, and there are billions of planets to explore. So yeah, that is a really cool concept. It's a big space exploration game. One complaint I do have with it is that it doesn't really feel like it's opened up. I've played about 20 hours of it and it's still trying to push the story along when I just want to explore different worlds. Also, someone asked me to put it in here, Rainbow Six Siege. So now I'm into my top 3, and my third game is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, if you asked me 2 months ago, did I like this game? I'd probably say no. If they said, is it in your top 10? I'd say yes, top 5, no. But after I did all 4 Divine Beasts and just explored the world and tried to do every single shrine, which I did, I really enjoyed this game. I can now do the combat pretty well. I'm not great at parrying, but I can easily do a flurry rush and take down a Lionel pretty easily. I got the DLC for this game, and I'm on the last mission for the Ballad of the Goddess, I think it is, or Ballad of the Hit Champions, or something like that. And yeah, this is just a really, really good game on the Switch. A friend gave this to me for Christmas last year. And I've played 95 hours of this game. This is probably my most played game on any of my consoles, really. And yeah, I got addicted to this game. It's really, really good. I love riding around on my horse, just seeing what I can find. And I have high expectations for Tears of the Kingdom now. There are a few things that I don't like. I'm not a huge fan of the Sheikah Slate abilities. I'd much rather they'd be more useful when exploring the world than solving puzzles, because that is the emphasis of this game, the brand new open world nature of it. But yeah, I definitely recommend this game. I think everyone would who's played it. It's one of my friend's favourite games, and it's IGN's favourite game, it seems. But yeah, definitely recommend this game. I love this game. I've spent so long playing it. So yeah, definitely pick this one up if you have a Switch. And now we are in our top 2. Number 2 is The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. This came at a very monumental point in my life. I played it for the first time 2 years ago, and it changed the way that I play video games. Up till then, I'd really only played Mario games and random third-party games like James Bond and Spider-Man, but this was the first time I really branched off into other Nintendo franchises. And although I had to look up a guide every single puzzle, I just fell in love with this. I loved it. Every second I could, I'd play it, and it's just great. The graphics are beautiful. They still hold up even today after, 20 years? Which I know was a big complaint back in the day, that it looks too cartoonish or something, but I think it still looks really good, and today no one thinks it looks cartoonish or childish. It is cartoonish, but people thought it was childish. This is also a bit of an open world game. It's technically not counted as an open world game, but in a way I think it is, because you can just go out and explore on the ocean, which is another thing. You don't ride a horse or anything. You have a boat, and you just sail around the seas. I do have one complaint about this game, and that is the Triforce quest right at the end. I stopped playing this game 2 years ago at the Wind Temple, I think it was, because I just didn't know what to do next, and I played this game for a couple of months at that point, and I was a bit bored of it. I have recently gone back and finished it, and the Triforce quest is very obnoxious. If you don't know, you have to find 8 shards of the Triforce, but to do that, you have to find 8 Triforce charts and get them all deciphered by Tingle, which costs like 300 rupees each, so it's very expensive and very tedious and very boring. But the final boss fight is pretty fun. A bit too easy, which is a complaint I also have with Breath of the Wild. Calamity Ganon is way too easy. But yeah, Wind Waker, is it's a great game. I love it so much, and for a long time it was my favourite game of all time until I played Metroid Prime. I mean, wow. I just randomly bought this one day with Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube, just because I heard this game was good, and I thought, it's £12. If I don't like it, I only spent £12 on it, and I loved it. The atmosphere is my favourite thing about it. For a long time, up until you get to Fidel Drifts or whatever it's called, you just felt alone with just these weird little creatures. And then when you first go through that door and a space pirate jumps out at you, I mean, it's not technically a horror game, but there are definitely some horror aspects in it. I really enjoyed the feeling of getting more powerful when you get your upgrades. You know, there was definitely a difference from when you first start playing and when you finish the game. Speaking of finishing the game, I got this game September maybe, and I didn't finish it, or I haven't finished it yet. I've got to the final boss and it is unbelievably difficult. I can only get to the second phase before dying. I might have to get a few more energy tanks. But yeah, I mean, this is my favourite game of all time. Since then, I have bought the entire trilogy, and I haven't played the next two yet. And I say I bought the whole trilogy. I only bought the first and second game. A friend gave me the third game for the Wii. But I don't think those games will come even close to being my favourite game, because this is my first Metroid game and I love it so much. I'm a little bit annoyed that the other Metroid games like Zero Mission and Super Metroid are so expensive, because I'd love to have, you know, the complete timeline of Metroid games, excluding other M. 3, 2, 1. So those were my top 10 games of all time. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope at least one person has decided to go play one of those games. Always like, comment, subscribe, whatever, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.